Just one more to go. A week before the scheduled start of Derek Chauvin's trial for his role in the death of George Floyd, and the jury is almost fully selected. A 14th juror handpicked today. NBC News correspondent Shaq Brewster joining me now from outside the courthouse in Minneapolis. Shaq, what's the latest inside that courtroom today?
Allison, you said it, just one more juror to go. And we saw the 14th juror impaneled and seated earlier today, which we thought would be the magic number. That's what the court told us was going to be the full jury panel for a couple weeks at this point. But now they're saying they want a 15th potential juror. They want to make sure that when opening statements start on Monday, that they have 14 people ready to go. So they're going to spend another day interviewing and questioning people to get a 15th juror seated. So we have one more to go. We'll see that process begin tomorrow morning. Now, what did we see today? We saw at least 7 potential jurors get questioned. They were all dismissed for varying reasons, except the one that was seated earlier this morning. We heard some say that they had positive views towards law enforcement, so the prosecution dismissed them. Some said that they had negative views toward law enforcement or had strong opinions on Black Lives Matter and racial injustice. So we saw the defense dismiss 2 potential jurors. That's how this process continues to go. It's up to the discretion of both attorneys. They both need to agree on the jurors that are seated. And you see that kind of pause right now as we're waiting for that 15th juror to be seated, Allison.
Shaq, tell us a little bit more about the makeup of this jury, if you can.
Well, yeah, first, it's the jurors that have been seated, they are going to remain anonymous throughout this process. We won't know their full identities, but the court is giving some basic information about them, and then we learned a little bit about them as they're going through the questioning. What we know, a majority of the jurors are women at this point. 9 are women. The others are men. We know that a majority of them are white. We also know that the ages range from the 20s, 30s. There was a juror last week who was seated in her 60s. So we know that this is a relatively diverse jury, especially considering that Hennepin County, which is where we're in right now, Minneapolis is the main city here in this county. This is a county that's about 74% white. So compared to the demographics of this county, you're seeing people of color overrepresented in this jury that's being seated. Of course, we still have another juror to come. We'll see what comes of that. But as of now, something that many people were scrutinizing, something that the prosecution said was a priority for them early on, something that many members of the community have been paying attention to, that racial makeup. Right now, people of color are overrepresented in this jury, as are women, with the majority of the jurors being women. Allison.
And just one to go. Shaq Brewster in Minneapolis, thank you so much.
One more.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.